Hey guys, it's Danica. Welcome back to my channel. This video is for my future children. If you're not my future children, you can watch anyway. It doesn't matter. But this is a message to my future children. I'd like to start off by saying it is October 26, 2025. Your grandparents are at the movies. It is your grandma's birthday. A movie your grandma said she would take me to see if it's any good. I am 18 years old. If you are wondering what kind of exciting life I'm leading, I understand, because I assume the same thing about your grandparents. I used to assume that they led some exciting lives when they were young. But the truth is, babies, I don't lead an exciting life, not at the moment at least. I spend most days sitting on the couch watching whatever, sometimes hanging out with the chickens. I want to start exercising more again. I probably should exercise more than I do. Probably don't eat as healthy as I should. I spend a lot of days kind of just sitting on the couch watching TV with a grandma and writing stories. And I haven't talked to my friends in over a year because of social anxiety. Even though it's something I should probably overcome and talk to my friends again, make new friends. I do not know your dad yet. I've never had a boyfriend. I almost did once, except we were never really official, and he ended up with his own girlfriend, and now he has his own girlfriend. I don't know if maybe he thought I wasn't interested. We hadn't talked in a while, but there's more details on that. That's a story for another day. But my hair is a mess. My teeth are kind of gross. I need to brush my teeth and shower, but yeah. Anyway, this is what I look with my glasses, with my glasses on. This is what I look like with my glasses off. Now I can't really see. But anyway, I don't really care for my glasses. I kind of would like to. Well, I used to wear contacts, but they were itchy. They made my eyes itch, so I guess I gotta pick something. Glasses or contacts, because it's probably not good to just not be able to see very well. But anyway, I look fine with them. I'm sure everyone says I do. I just get insecure easily. I just don't care how I look with them. I'm sure you guys would look fine with glasses, in case you're ever worried about that. But I'm sure I look fine too. I just don't like the way I look, I guess. A lot of kids my age are in college now. I am not. So in 10th grade, I decided to go back to public school. I left in March, and sometimes I get mad at myself that I left, because if I just finished the year up, I would have maybe not been behind by now. I was probably going to fail geometry and biology anyway, but that's not the point. But, so because of that, I had to start the semester over, even though I was almost done with the entire school year. Then I get to 11th grade, I was a little bit behind. 12th grade, a little bit behind. This year, I'm trying to finish up so I can, finish up, go to college. A lot of kids my age are now freshmen in college, but I'm not, because I'm still behind, still trying to finish up my 12th grade schoolwork, but it's okay. Anyway, like I said, if you're wondering if I led an exciting life, I do not. I assume the same thing about your grandparents, but I don't. I assume that they did when they were young, but I'm just here to say that I do not. I haven't talked to my friends in over a year because of social anxiety. I don't have a boyfriend. I don't really leave the house. I don't have a permit. I don't have a driver's license. I don't really go anywhere. I'm kind of just here. Just for now. I need to get my license and all that stuff. Get my schoolwork mailed out. Start college, which I'm very anxious about because I'm a little bit behind. Again, most kids my age are like on their, it's October, so like their second month probably of their freshman year of college, but I am not. But that's okay, because everyone's different. Hopefully I'll lead a more exciting life later. I do have a lot of dreams. Obviously one is to be a wife and a mother, which is why I'm making this video to you guys. Another is to become an author, which I do write books, and hopefully I can get them. I'm hoping to get them published. I wrote my first one when I was 13. It still hasn't been published, but I have to tweak a couple things on that. And one of my books has 3 chapters missing from the hard drive from another computer that got destroyed, which I really would like those chapters back. If your grandpa will ever fix that, get that off for me so I can, have those chapters at least. If not have my old computer back, at least transfer them into the computer I have now. Another thing, I wanted to start a band when I was 11. That's also a story for another day to go more into detail on, for a completely different story. But I also want to be basically a Christian kids band is what I was planning on, starting at 11, but now I'm 18. Also, would really like to be an actress, and maybe one day have some farm animals. maybe. I also consider preaching and doing stand-up, but I'm not as concerned about those, and I'm trying to keep my expectations realistic and know that there's only so many things I can do in life, at least in this life anyway. Maybe in heaven I'll be able to do everything I want to, but as of this life, maybe not as much. What I don't know if preaching will, anyway, that's not the way. I don't know if preaching will be necessary in heaven just because it's heaven, but I don't know. But anyway, I'm in my pajamas. This happens frequently because like I said, I don't leave the house very much. Hopefully once I start to accomplish all those things, my life will be a little bit more exciting. Right now it's not that exciting, and that's okay. Sometimes I struggle with feeling that's too late to accomplish my dreams, or that I never will. It has me struggling sometimes with the sense of struggling to see my sense of worth, or it just feels hopeless, or all these other things. But I know that whatever God's plan for me in life is going to happen, and that it's going to be okay. And I want you guys to know the same, that whatever God desires for you to do, you will be able to accomplish, even if it doesn't feel like it at times. Sometimes it feels like I'm not going to be able to accomplish it, or it's too late, and the fact that I feel like I won't be able to accomplish my dreams, or that they're too late to accomplish them, makes me struggle with a sense of, I guess, a sense of worth and a sense of hope. I struggle with feeling like I'm worthless, or it's hopeless, or but I know now that that's true. By the way, I wanted to make this message for all of you together, so after you've all been born and I decide you're old enough to see it and all old enough to see it and understand it, not just some of you but all of you are old enough, I'll show it to you. I'm also going to make a video message to my firstborn son and firstborn daughter, which I'm hoping will be named Jeffrey and Caroline, because those are the names I've had picked out. So I will make messages for you guys, and also my firstborn son and daughter. If your names aren't Jeffrey and Caroline, I'm sorry, but those will be your names. Those are also stories for different days of why I chose your name. Jeffrey, your name is, I'd like to name you after your uncle who passed away when he was 2.5. I think this was in the early 80s, so I obviously never got to meet him because I was not born. So I'd like to name you after him so his name can live on. Caroline, I'm probably discuss pure energy with you, and I also just really love the names. Is obviously another reason I'm going to give you those names, but you know, if I've gone into detail, Caroline, of why you've been named what you are, I'm sure I have, and I kind of go into detail on your letter and the letter that I wrote for you. But if I haven't, then I will, just not in this video. But I did kind of go into detail with your letter that I wrote for you, and also your brother Jeffrey. Again, if those aren't your names, I'm sorry, but to my firstborn daughter, I'm hoping to name you Caroline. To my firstborn son, I'm hoping to name you Jeffrey, and that's why I'm addressing you guys as such, just so there's no confusion and you know who I'm talking to when I say Jeffrey and Caroline, just in case those aren't your names, but I really hope they are. So Jeffrey, I've written a letter for you. Caroline, I've written a letter for you. This was when I was, I think, a freshman in high school, I believe. I'm going to write letters for all of you, and I'm also going to make video messages for all of you. Jeffrey, I'm going to make one for you in just a minute. Caroline, I'm going to make one for you in just a minute. And as for the rest of you, I will make, since I don't know how many of you there are going to be, and also what genders you're going to be, I'm going to wait until before you're born or shortly after. That way you guys aren't arguing over who's the favorite, based off of the fact that some of you got video messages and letters and some of you didn't, because all of you will get those. Those letters are on Facebook. I should probably put them on a hard drive or something to keep it safe, just in case something happens to it, doesn't get erased. I don't really use Facebook that much anymore, or much of social media in general, due to the fact that it kind of worsens my mental health. But I do still scroll through YouTube frequently, which can also worsen my mental health, but it's the one thing I'm still using. But anyway, I thought I'd make this video so you guys could watch it someday and know how special you are to me and how much I love each and every one of you. If any of you ever has problems, please come to me, no matter what you're going through and no matter what you've done. And just know that there are going to be rules, and in case you think they're unfair, just know that they're because I love you and to protect you. And if you think I'm too strict or too unfair, just know that if you think the rules are unfair, they're there because I love you and want to protect you. I love you guys very much. Can't wait for you to see this message one day, see how far I've come in life, see how far you've come in life, find out who your dad is, all those good things, and hopefully we'll be sitting on the couch watching this together as a family, all of you guys and me and your dad. I love you very much, and I cannot wait to meet each and every one of you. I love you, babies. Bye.